This was supposed to be Erling Haaland's night. 7 goals in the tournament. Brazil eliminated in the round of 16. The most clinical finisher in world football, 6 days from his 26th birthday, playing in a World Cup quarterfinal for the first time in Norway's history. The entire football world was watching one question: could anyone stop him? Haaland finished tonight with 21 touches in 105 minutes. 21. A man who scored twice against Brazil barely touched the ball. He was withdrawn with 15 minutes of extra time remaining. Whether through injury or exhaustion, Norway couldn't wait to find out. While Haaland disappeared into the Miami Heat, Jude Bellingham scored twice and sent England to the World Cup semifinals. The match began against England immediately. Andreas Schjelderup gave Norway the lead in the first half, his miss-hit cross looping over Jordan Pickford after Harry Kane was dispossessed in midfield. Against the run of play. Exactly the kind of early blow that has ended England campaigns before. England were fortunate not to fall further behind too, with Alexander Sørloth hesitating on a 2-on-1 break instead of releasing Haaland, the kind of chance that, in the Brazil match, Haaland took without hesitation. Tonight, Norway's service to their striker was non-existent. England's defensive shape, Tuchel's insistence on denying the cross, left Haaland isolated and frustrated. Then, in first-half stoppage time, England leveled. Anthony Gordon drove in from the left before cutting the ball back for Bellingham, who shifted onto his right foot to create space and fired low beyond Ørjan Nyland. In the middle of a quarterfinal, 1-0 down, Bellingham created a yard of space from nothing and buried it. The second half became what Tuchel later admitted was not good enough. "We will get better. We need to get better," Tuchel said. "Now it's celebration, and now it's taking it all in. We have 3 days. We need everything. We need a better performance." That quote from a winning manager tells you everything about how close this was. Torbjørn Hegem thought he had restored Norway's advantage from a corner, only for the referee to penalize Haaland for a push before the delivery. One VAR decision keeping England alive. Extra time, searing humidity in Miami, tired legs, and then Bellingham, again. Nyland could only spill Morgan Rogers' strike into his path, allowing the midfielder to turn home the winner. Not a spectacular finish. A composed one. Anticipation and timing, exactly what separates players who perform under pressure from those who watch it happen. For the 4th time in 6 games at this World Cup, Bellingham was the difference for England. 6 goals in the tournament. Tuchel, who publicly challenged Bellingham before the tournament began, questioning whether he could consistently deliver at international level, said afterward, "Bellingham feels football. Players like Bellingham are football. Football is decided by brave players willing to make the difference like Bellingham. That is not a manager delivering a press conference line. That is a coach who pushed a player hard and watched him prove every doubt wrong on the biggest possible stage." It's only England's 4th trip to the World Cup semi-finals ever. The last 2 ended in defeat to Croatia and West Germany. Despite the Premier League's dominance of global club football for 30 years, England have not been to a final since 1966. Haaland is going home having scored 7 goals and reached a World Cup quarterfinal, the best result in Norwegian history. He will be back for more in 4 years. But tonight belonged to a 23-year-old Englishman who scored the equalizer, scored the winner, and sent a country that has waited 60 years dreaming again. So here's the question. If Bellingham is already the difference in 4 of England's 6 matches, what happens if he performs like this in a semi-final?